How you doing? Thought it's high time that I recorded one final video update. Well, who knows, there might be more after this. But I left you hanging, I suppose, because the last time we were about to move in, and then things were just as busy after we moved in. And I think now that we're into 2019, they've calmed down a little bit. So let's have a wander around. I'll show you the progress and how things are looking. First of all, outside, not that much has changed. We've leveled everything off a little bit. We had quite a lot of mud everywhere, but we've tried to get it roughly according to our landscaping plan, although there is still a lot of work to do. So you can see a couple of trees in, hedges planted just to divide up the garden, but quite a bit of work still to do there. Come on in to our passive house. And this is one of the weird things about living in a passive house. It feels exactly the same as living in any other house, and it's almost felt like we've lived here forever. Very, very odd from the second that we moved in, but I take that as a good sign. One thing I will say is I've switched on all the lights in the house, which we hardly ever do, just for this video, because as we moved to the far side of the house, one of the constraints was we're very close to a neighbour, and so we couldn't have that many windows on that side of the house, or they had to be smaller, some of them. So that's why I put all the lights on. Here we are in the main living space. Missing a few curtains in here. We've got curtains in the bedrooms because we thought that might be important for sleep. This is where I do all the cooking as the chef of the house, and that was quite interesting looking back at some of the videos. One of them was in the kitchen. I just caught it the other day, standing here when the kitchen was half built and thinking, this has worked out. This is pretty much the important space for me in the house. Feed the little ones. You'll be pleased to hear that I have tidied up before this video as well, because I didn't want you to see the mess. And these are our hidden rooms here. Our laundry room, full of laundry, working well. When we first moved in, it took a little while to dry things, but now that's sped up, and I believe that's to do with the drying out period of the house. And here is downstairs toilet. All right, let's keep wandering. One of the guiding principles of this project was to try and use all the space every day. And the one exception to that rule was this guest room here. It's had quite a lot of use actually. We've got a visitor's book there. Just so nice to be able to have some of the family round who we've never been able to say, look, come and stay. And it actually means they come and stay more often as well, because they've got their own ensuite. This is also a bit of future proofing. If anyone needs to stay here, it's on the ground floor, so anyone gets disabled or needs a bit of looking after. Down here to the snug. I need to fill up our bookcases, again curtains needed here, but we love this little room. This is our TV room. What was funny is just before Christmas there was no TV in here. It was pretty low down our priority list, and luckily one of our relatives said, well, I tell you what, let's get you that as a housewarming gift. And that suddenly meant that this room could be used when it's a TV room. So unless you have a TV in there or voracious readers in the house, which we do, but we wouldn't let the kids be in there on their own. Actually, that said, they do watch TV on their own a little bit now. And here is my office. Still quite a lot of decoration to be done on the walls, maybe a few pictures of my uni days, etc. It's where I record some of the podcasts. Yeah, not great acoustics at the moment. I haven't quite thought how I can cut down the echo in here when I record my podcast, other than just putting every soft thing I can possibly imagine. This is a sofa bed, which I tend to put out when I record my podcasts. What next can I show you? Little bookcase area. Kids' bedroom number 1. Again, a lot tidier. No Lego on the floor. This is not how it normally is. He's got his own little teepee. We've made sure that both kids have a den. This is the family bathroom. I guess not much will have changed in here since the construction videos, because it was pretty much finished midway through construction, maybe after tiling, so perhaps towards the back end, but not much has changed in there. Bit of decor in here. We had our interior designer round, which was just so nice because we dealt with her remotely a lot of the time, and she just helped us with some of the finishing touches. And then finally, the master bedroom. And this is just a really nice space as well. It's fitting. You can hide all our clothes in here, and our little slidey door. And then we're going to finish up, I don't know whether this is the right place to finish up, in the bathroom. In fact, I'm not going to finish up, I'm going to go back downstairs, I think. Because what has it been to live in? Well, I think one of the interesting things about health and comfort is when you're healthy and comfortable, you completely forget about it. It's just not even on your mind. If I was shivering somewhere, there was mold everywhere and kids were coughing, then that would be a different matter. However, this has not been like that. It's been lovely. We've had that even heat. One of our favourite tricks is when the sun's out, just going over and feeling the radiator that is off. You know, it does show you what it can be like. And I think of the visitors that we've had so far, that's been so good, just to get them to understand what it is that we have here. So there we go, there's my update. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below this video. Catch up another time. Cheers.